Okay, so got an issue with the seats. They're sports hardbacky ones, apparently. Can't stand it with the car. Apparently they're worth like a shitload, or worth more than the car itself. What I've seen, I actually would prefer probably the standard seat. I mean, to be more of a comfort guy and a cruisy guy than a sporty one, but so I'm going to try to source them. I'll have to keep these though, because they came part with the car as part of the when it was produced, so I'll just put them in storage. But I've got to try out the normal standard seats anyway, because maybe from what I remember of them, they're not quite as good as what I thought. But anyway, I've got a problem with these is these backs have come loose, and same with the other side, very loosey there. And we have a bit of a closer look at the back of the $1 million sports seats. They're all pretty, it's not very pretty at all. Bit of velcro-y stuff up here, which was designed to hold it on. Put that down here, there, and this, and that was obviously glued onto these bits here. So I'm going to get a sander and try to, that's like a plastic, so I'm going to try to sand that down to get a flat surface again, and I'll put some, what have I got, where'd they go? I've lost them. I've got some, these are, it's cheap stuff, but just some Velcro stuff, and re-put them on. They've got this support backrest here, which is for lower back support. I took it out just for the sake of to see what it was like without it. The seat sits a lot better in there, because it doesn't have this bit to pivot around and stick out at the bottom. But, and I actually found it pretty comfortable without the foam. So what I'm thinking is, I'll leave it there for the moment, but I thought I might get just test it with a different thickness type foam. That obviously fits in that groove there, and maybe you can actually adjust the lower back support with the amount of thickness of what that foam is. So might actually just another time play with that and get a thinner version and just have a bit less, because does stick into your back a little bit maybe. So so we're going to put two at the top here. At the bottom we're just going to put this in here, get this stuff out of the way, put that in there, and then bend that in and Velcro that in there like that, and that'll be done. So we're going to just try that and see how we go. But I'm going to sand these bits back flat. I think I should first anyway, see if I can get them back to flat. So alright, so I gave them a sand. Look, I can get rid of it, but it's pretty flat now. And if worst case scenario, if it doesn't stick, I can always put my own adhesive on there. So I'm going to stick some of these on here, and then on the back of the top of the thing here, and put them up. There's also on the bottom of the seat here another tab, and this is stitched to the seat, so it's obviously original. So I'm going to replace. I'm not going to replace that. I'll leave that there, but I'll put the other half of it down here. And I think the best way to do this seat will be to put the bottom in first, get that in tight, and then bend it over the top, and then stick the top in. Otherwise, it's too hard. If you go top first, it's too hard to get the bottom in tight because it sticks too early. So I'm going to go bottom first, then top. So I'll just put those patches on and then see what it looks like. I've just turned this foam piece over because it was actually the wrong way around. Now whether I did that or whether it was like that before I took it apart, I can't remember. But yeah, it sits a lot better like that and fits in the seat a lot better like that. I was just lining up how it fits, and I just noticed it didn't quite fit right. So that's a good spot for it. So I'm going to get the bottom in and then push the top in and see how we go. Now, if you lean the seat forward, you can get a bit of a, my light's not that great here, but if I stand it like that. And if you lean, you can get your fingers under here, so I'm going to use that to help put this piece here, just put it right up under here so it grips good, and then bend it over that foam bit and push it in the top. So I don't know whether I can set a camera up and doing that, but I'll just give it a go and come back. Okay, it was a little bit fiddly, just the bottom bit, just practice trying to get that Velcro in as tight that would be a good fit, but that's as far as it goes in. I can't really pull it out. and it's sitting quite nice. So that's actually pretty happy with that. I can pull it out if I really wanted to, but no, that's a nice firm fit. So I might just sit in that and put my big fat bum in it and just push it back a bit and make sure it's all pushed in. And then I'll do the other side. So just use, it's not an orbital sander, it doesn't spin, it just vibrates. So I didn't use an orbital sander, but just use that to give that a bit of a clean up. It's a little bit rough, but it's fine. Like a lot of the glue and that's come off it, which is good. And I also ran a used the vacuum cleaner at the same time, so shit didn't go all through the car. This does have a little thing on it as well, but yeah, so done. I will endeavour to put my Velcro on and we'll redo this seat. So just peel off what was already there. Someone's had a couple of goes at this. But this is quite an easy thing to do. Oh, it looks like there might have been some. I mean, that would have helped putting it on the other foam and holding the foam on there, but I probably wouldn't want to do that because the foam, once again, you could change the thickness of this foam piece. If you wanted less back support, you could thin that up if you wanted to. That was also the wrong way around, so it fits beautifully like that. I had a lot. Well, it was like that when I got it. No wonder it didn't fit properly. Didn't push out the bottom. So that's how it sits. Which it's also got markings on the back of it, so I can align that up with the tape that's here and get that. I'll just do that by hand. Just want to line that foam up with putting the seat in the right spot. Just line the foam up so it sits in the right. So I might actually just make sure it's in the right height and it isn't too low or too high. It doesn't seem to be quite right where it is, so I'll just give it a bit of a move up and down until the seat feels like it's fitting in the right spot. Okay, just applying the bottom bit here. I was going to slide that up as far as I can. Get that in there. Nice. And do the other side. So just rip this one off. It's slightly too long. I'll just cut that one. Cut that one so it fits in flush. It's just over across the other one. Okay, so they're in. Top one's bottom one. So roll this seat forward for a bit more space. And we'll feed this unit in the bottom first and then push it up to the top. Okay, so I've fed that in as best I can down the bottom. Give it a bit of a push in just to try to get it gripped. I'll roll this over and hopefully the bottom holds and the top holds. Feel underneath there. Get my fingers and can't really do anything there to help push it in because it's reversed, but it seems like there's enough grip there, and that is. Well, that's. I'm not pulling it too hard, but I'm giving it a bit of a flick. That is in. So I'm going to sit my big fat butt in there and give a bit of back pressure to it and just make sure it's all squished in. But that is. Gee, my 11,000 seats are now worth 11,500, I reckon. Cute.